Hello, I'm Ram of Pluto, and this is going to be a fun match today. Belle versus Cook. Remember, this is best of seven, so first person to four wins. And I'm excited to see Cook racing. Cook is a rookie this tournament, but has racing and other speedrunning experience. And so it's hard to gauge necessarily how well Cook's going to do against each opponent. And Cook has been learning very fast in this game.
Yes, Cook was my first opponent in my round one of Swiss. Very fun match. And it's been fantastic to watch him getting better as the matches progress here. Belle, an experienced runner, was in tourney last year as well, I believe. Yeah, that was the match that I won against her, and I was not favored to win that one.
Yes, that was a good match. So a lot of history of upsets, history of nothing with Cook. We'll see
All
how
right.
things go.
Countdown has been given, and while we are waiting for the stream to catch up here, letting folks know what the picks are. We are going to be seeing from Belle's pool, we've got Vengeance, Aqualaris Classic, The Gauntlet, and she did pick Spice Mine Run, but that was permabanned by Cook. Looks like here is our reset coming in now. Temp bans were Mars Glow for everything except for Gauntlet, which is going to be Skips, and Ben Quadraneros is the temp ban there. For Cook, we've got Executioner and Dobie Mountain Run and Sebulba's Legacy, all temp banning Ben Quadraneros. And Cook's last pick, which I'm a little sad we're not going to get to see today, the Boonta Classic with temp bans of Ben, Onyx, Mars, Elan, and Alice. So that one got banned. Looks like Belle is off here and we're waiting for Cook to go ahead and start that race.
Okay, sync pause incoming. This first track, Malastare 100. It's a track in the beginning circuit, the amateur circuit. It's one of the first tracks in the game. It isn't too tricky or technical outside of the one final hairpin.
And that hairpin is brutal. But it's really the hard part of this track.
Ooh, early death from Cook.
Oh.
Cook doesn't seem to be too comfortable with the controls. I know Cook has been experimenting with different controllers recently.
Yeah, I mean, for good reason. That N64 controller is something, let me tell ya.
Yes, and Cook is playing on N64 hardware with a capture card, which is why we are seeing it a little bit washed out, but it's just fine.
So, coming around the hairpin in the second lap here. A little bump, but I feel like Ben is pretty alright at taking that hit. Oh, new lap record for Belle. Oh, another death.
Ooh, Cook and dying in the same spot again.
Yeah, I'm a little sad that we did not get the track favorite force. You know, I am partial because I love Dudley's plot design, even if he's not a good racer. Come over the jump here. Yeah, probably like a 152, 153 for Belle. 151.
151.
151, 476. Cook still wrapping things up here.
Let's see if Cook can make it through the divider without death this time. We got it.
Look at that. And getting that
nice
boost hold around the jump.
Boost hold for most of that.
And final hairpin turn. Ooh, riding the wall there. But no, I'm surprised at how little damage that was. 222.57 for Cook. Good.
I'm surprised at how little damage that was too. I wonder if that's one of those weird differences in the N64 version.
Yeah, Perfect. And then, all right. And we are heading to Executioner next with no Ben Quadraneros. Oh, and it looks like I am pretty quiet here. If you wouldn't mind bumping me up here, Ram, in the commentator controls.
Will do.
Perfect. Got a message from Nox saying, hey, you're a little quiet. All right. Execution. Very fun track.
Okay, your volume's as high as I can take it. So the only last thing we can do is on your end.
All right, I will. Let's see here. Actually, give me 1 second while I take a look here. I have a feeling, an inkling, a suspicion, if you will, that I know. All right, I'm probably gonna get pretty loud here. So try that.
I think that sounds good to me.
Yep. Just turning up my mic sensitivity here.
Be sure to let us know in the chat if there's still any issues with any of this volume and sound.
Yes. And we're seeing
Moving on
Bulls
to-
versus Mars.
Yes, mark your bingo cards, asymmetrical pod pick.
Yeah. Is there some speed advantage to staying sideways? From Monsieur Monkey. The biggest advantage to staying sideways, there isn't really a speed advantage. It's just you have a smaller horizontal hitbox, so you can get a little bit of a tighter corner if you're staying sideways.
Yes. It's worth noting that while boosting, the turn disadvantage from boosting and from staying sideways do not stack. And so there's no disadvantage to staying sideways while boosting. So many racers just always stay sideways while boosting.
All right.
Both players looking a little rough in warm-up here.
Well, countdown's coming in, so hopefully they clean it up for the actual race.
I'm not sure I've even seen either player get to the place that gives this track the name of Executioner. There's some weird nuances with the anti-gravity tube, and sometimes it doesn't matter what you do, you'll blow up and die.
Oh yeah, that first anti-gravity tube is rough. Second one, once you get there, piece of cake, no obstacles, as long as you don't run into the Sarlacc that's sitting at the bottom.
Which we've tried to run into. Belle demonstrating what we're talking about, simply going over that spot you're supposed to go over can often mean death. Cook demonstrating a safer way of going in, riding the wall, and then using the auto snap to get in. But then the tube's full of asteroids.
Looks like Belle has taken off, and this is probably the actual race. And we're waiting for Cook to give us that reset.
Belle taking an unfortunate death early on. Cook on the reset.
Cook not staying in the zoomed out camera. Here we go. It looks like 21 seconds for that.
Sync pause incoming.
Perfect. Now Mars is certainly a choice for this track. Mars being the largest spot in the game. Fantastic handling, all things considered. But hoo boy, that tube is going to be rough with Mars.
Yes, with Ben banned, Bulls is the fastest. Bulls also is notorious for having some of the worst handling in the game.
Yes.
Mars is an often good second pick for having better handling.
Alright, let's see how they handle the tube.
Both players neck and neck here.
Oh, and there
Belle
is the
taking
death
a
from
crash.
Belle.
Cook getting through very clean.
Yeah, that was impressive. Now, and death
now
on the
Cook
door.
Gets death.
And say now we will see, assuming that crashes are infrequent for this section of the track here, Bulls will catch up and pass Mars. As you can see here, as Belle has already entered the gravity tube, past the Sarlacc, and Cook just now passed the Sarlacc. All right, Belle coming around to the end of the first lap. And say this is
Belle
very
with
much
130.
still anyone's race.
Cook with 132. That is less than one death apart. And sometimes these matches are just counted by number of deaths.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we will see how the two of them do. Because Cook is on a slower pace, but if Belle isn't careful, Cook can take advantage of that.
It's the nature of this asymmetrical pod pick. Bulls is faster, but Bulls is also riskier.
Bulls is very risky.
Clean entrance from Belle, but another death on the asteroids. Clean entrance from Cook. Cook looks very practiced in this too.
Yeah. Oh, hard slam, but made it through. Oh my goodness. And no death on the door there. I think Cook is going to need Belle to die probably once or twice to really be able to pull ahead here. Yeah, that speed difference between Mars and Bulls is coming up here.
Yes, even with an extra death from Belle, Cook still seems to be behind. Cook is playing very aggressively, trying to boost through every corner.
We had a 123 from Belle and a 129 from Cook as we enter lap 3. Alright.
It's a very slow pace for Cook. I wonder if I missed a death there.
No, you didn't. I've been watching Cook, and I think it's just the difference in pace between these two runners.
Cook also is very conservative with boosting at times too. Late to start boosting.
Yeah, and
Belle going very high to get into that too.
Yeah. Alright, let's see. Oh, it does not make it through the tube alive. Dying on the exit. But I think the pace is fast enough that Cook is going to need Belle to die somewhere. Oh, ugh, ouch.
Rough one from Cook.
Rough death from Cook. But surviving the tube exit. Alright, through here, and it looks like Belle is going to be taking this one. I don't think there's really anywhere else for anyone to die on that stretch of the track. And of course, I say that. I have died coming out of that tube before, so. Alright, we got a 416, 953 from Belle. Cook's coming around. We got a 432, 53 from Cook. Go ahead and verify those results real quick. Perfect. All right, on to race 3, and score is 2-0 Cook. We are now coming up to Andobi Mountain Run with, once again, a Ben Quadranero span. Solid strategy from Cook to ban Ben. That is, you usually see that in tourneys when you have two racers of different skill levels going up against each other. Whoever is usually the less practiced or less experienced with the game will ban Ben to try and remove a little bit of the edge there.
I do believe it's worth noting that Cook is preparing for a special speed run. I believe it's the Kressel run next year. There will have a 4-game race, and this is one of the games. And so Cook is also preparing for a specific format, which I believe any percent only uses galactic circuit races. And so Cook has been selecting galactic circuit races because that's what he's most practiced with.
That makes sense. I hope that he sticks around after it's done, because it's fantastic to watch him. Oh, that washed out stream is really something to look at here.
I'm also noting all that snow particle effect that is only available on the N64.
super fun to see. We don't often get to see it. Ew. Alright. Let's see here. We've got countdown here in 45 seconds, give or take.
Both racers selecting Mars this time. Mars being a relatively safe pick.
Relatively. Gonna be a little fun to get through the canyon walls with a pod that big, but yeah, he's pretty safe here.
Would definitely take Mars over Bulls.
Yeah.
Mars has got the tighter turn radius. Even though it's a bigger pod, that turn radius is going to make a huge difference.
Oh my gosh, yes it will. And countdown is incoming here.
This one might be a bloodbath.
Okay, we'll see how many crashes are claimed today. Alright. And it looks like Belle is getting set up here. Nope. Last minute adjustment, maybe? Yeah, it looks like it was a last minute adjustment.
As likely the real start from Belle.
Nope, here it is.
Or not.
At least I'm assuming that was the real start from Belle. We should see Cook restarting here shortly. Oh. No, here
Delays
is the
seem to be
actual
more
real
than
start.
we're used to.
Yeah.
Waiting on Cook for the restart.
There's the restart from Cook. Alright. Here we go. The actual run. Alright, looks like we got a 18-second time difference here.
Yes, sync pause incoming.
I do have to say, the Ando Prime, or excuse me, Ando Prime.
Ando Prime. According to the cutscene, it's Ando Prime, not Prime.
Ando Prime. Very fun. Oh, Death from Cook. Very fun group of tracks. I'm a big fan of the snow aesthetic in any racing game.
Yes. All the tracks are fun, if not a little difficult. We haven't even mentioned the tent yet.
Yeah, we'll see how they handle this entrance.
On laps 2 and 3, a shortcut opens up at the very beginning, and it's very narrow tent to enter through.
Yes.
But it saves easily 10 to 20 seconds. I'm not sure the exact number. So
yeah, it's a very good shortcut on both this and what is
Howler Gorge.
Howler Gorge. Vito's Wild Ride, not
as important.
Yeah, like maybe half a second, maybe a second. I could be wrong. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. But on this one,
Belle had a very clean first lap, very clean entrance from Belle.
Yeah, Belle's looking great here. Coming out, and then we've got Cook coming into lap 2. Oh, does not make a clean
Death on the
tent
entrance. Still gets in there, which is good. As far as I know, even taking a death like that and heading to the tent is still faster than not using a tent.
Oh.
Death on the exit.
Oh, and a rough respawn. Trying to get across. Ooh, we're taking this route instead. All right.
There are a lot of diverging paths in this track, and a lot of them are not nice.
No,
And slow.
no, they are not.
Belle coming
All
into
right.
Canyon on lap 2.
Pretty good heat management from Belle as well.
Taking Canyon a little more rough.
Oh, okay. Cook slamming into the top of that there. That ice is not fun to turn across.
Belle taking more repairs. The highest level, in theory, you would never use the repair button, but...
Oh, does not do a clean entrance there. Looking back, a little bit of salt I detect.
Okay, Cook heading into the canyon. Cook taking the canyon a little better this lap. Definitely using generous off throttle and braking.
Yep. Which, I mean, in tourney, I always say the best line is the line that you don't die, so...
It's very true.
Oh, missing
Absolute
the clean
wreckage trying to get into that entrance.
Oh, there we go. Belle going
Using that invincibility to just jam his way in.
Oh.
Dying in tunnel.
Belle
that exit tent can sometimes be hard too.
Yeah. I mean, the ice inside the tent, you know, it's nice fast terrain, you can cool down, but it is still ice. And it's not exactly a straight stretch. There is a little bit of turning in there. Belle taking a death in the canyon.
Oh,
The salty canyon.
Despite Belle's salty lookbacks, Belle did amazing in that.
Yep, 416, 258 from Belle. We're still waiting for Cook to finish here. And Cook does look pretty practiced in terms of knowing the best lines to take. So I would be willing to bet that he has done his homework here.
Yes, this is also one of the hardest tracks in the game, navigating that canyon that Cook's just getting out of. The hairpins leading up to the big jump and the tent. Mm-hmm. If the Barunda tracks did not exist, this would be considered one of the hardest in the game. It still is.
Absolutely.
Okay, verifying results.
Perfect.
Belle is leading 3-0 now. This is match point. If Belle takes this next one, match will be over.
So I believe our last pick is going to be... Yep, so Bulba's Legacy with a Ben. Waiting for Botto to give us the update here.
Okay, we might be having technical difficulties.
Wouldn't be a tourney match without technical difficulties. Alright, give me 1 second here. There is one more match here, Cook. You're a little early.
Oh, I thought it said it was finished.
Nope, there is one more. We're doing Bulba's Legacy.
Very good.
We'll see you after.
Sorry, bye.
Alright. Yeah, we are...
Our Botto looks like might be struggling right now.
Yep. Alright. See if we can't manually get Botto working again. In the meantime, hope everyone's having a good morning here as we are watching these racers warm up Warm up with Bullseye. There we go. Alright, and I will go ahead and...
It looks like we are good to keep going on ahead.
Yep. We'll wait for both racers to ready up here, and then we'll go ahead and get things going.
Bulba's Legacy used to be one of my least favorites. Now I'm starting to enjoy the Malastare tracks a little more. I think I appreciate them because they're short, but they're still interesting.
Yeah, they're genuinely some of my favorite tracks in the game. Up, here comes the countdown. Alright, the countdown has been given.
Okay, countdown's been given. Hope players got enough of their practice in. Bullseye is not the worst choice for here. Certainly not the fastest. Choice. But with Ben banned, it is all a little tricky on this one to decide whether to go for something faster but harder to turn with, like Bulls, or Bullseye is definitely a comfort pick.
Might be a comfort pick. So I'm a big fan of Mars as my second on this track. So I'm curious to see how this is going to go with Bullseye. So I'm waiting to see. I'm waiting for the restart. So. I think this is the restart right here. Yep, here we go. Looks like about 3.5 seconds difference.
Yes, and we actually had Belle jump ahead this time. I think we need another half second on that. Okay.
Cook coming around. Repairs. Belle opting for the safer go-around here. Same with Cook. Not be seeing any jumps over that gap. 45 seconds from Belle and 49 seconds from Cook. Ooh, engine fire from Belle. So that is the downside of Bullseye, is that very quick cooldown time, but oh boy, that boost time is so small.
Yes. It does work out a little bit, though, on Bulba's Legacy, because there are not that many straight aheads.
It's really only this end section here. And across the lake lap 2. Or not in lap 2, right through this section here. 40 seconds from Belle for that lap 2 time. We see Cook coming across with a lovely 46. Thankfully, it's a pretty short track as well.
Yes, I apologize, the syncing is off, but...
No worries. Give us one moment here, Cook.
Just one moment here.
Say we're still watching the race happen in real time.
It's not really real time, it's got some delay.
I suppose that is true.
We've had a very, very clean race, no deaths that I've seen from either racer.
Yeah, we're just waiting for the results to come in now, and the racers have already joined us for interviews, and... Alright. That is match point. Congratulations, Belle.
Whoa.
GG Belle, congratulations.
Yeah, good game. It was a good match. You really threw me with that balls on Executioner.
Yeah, that was, I think, that was an incredibly close race.
I'm looking forward to watching the restream.
For most of it. It was first and second laps. There was a lot of back and forth.
Oh really? I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were neck and neck
I
going
the
into the
death-
tube the first race.
Yeah,
The
stupid
Bell had the
death.
death, which put Cook ahead, and then Cook had the death, which put Bell ahead, and I think Bell stayed ahead just a little bit for the next 2 laps.
It was a ton of fun
yeah,
to watch, though.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. You gotta watch me die and repeat. That was not a clean race, but it was a win.
It was a win, and I gotta say, some fantastic picks. We were discussing this during the match here, because Cook, you're prepping for a speed run next year that uses the galactic circuit of this game, and so all of your picks were from the galactic circuit.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, that was the I guess the surprise that BMAC announced just recently. But yeah, so we're warming up for a 4-game Nintendo 64 Star Wars race next year for the 30th year anniversary. And I need a lot of practice with Racer, obviously. So we're doing 80%. So I thought I'd give myself 11 months to practice. So still got a little bit of a way to go.
Well, keep at it. You're gonna get better. That's how it works.
Yeah, it's funny. You say that, but I did the Anobi mountain run last time and this time, and I don't think that was much better. That was a disaster.
And Doing Mountain Run is hard on N64 though. That is like a high traction course, and it is not very forgiving, even with Mars.
No, it's one of those things. I felt like I was doing so much better in practice, but it's all fell apart.
Ain't that always the
But,
way?
It's funny, Belle. I think you were saying that you were also planning on picking Executioner and Anobi Mountain Run.
Yes, my thought process was, this is a runner who is newer than me, who is playing on a platform that limits their FPS. I could go with tracks that I'm comfortable at, or I could engage in anime supervillainry and say, let's go on tracks that need high FPS.
Like I said,
So the thinking about high FPS on Executioner, I don't understand that. Is that because of the tunnels, or?
Because of the gravity tubes, yeah.
Yeah, usually I wasn't having too much trouble with them, even though I did take the death. But
Yeah, I'm bad at gravity tubes. I'm bad at I am bad at executing one pattern consistently through a tube, which is why I died all 3 times there.
oh, you did.
And the Executioner tube, not pleasant.
Did you? I'm gonna have to watch the race stream. Belle, did you go the first tube, or did you go the what is it, the red road that avoids the first tube?
The red.
I was playing bowls, red road all day.
Oh, yep.
It's like I'm not going first tube with bowls.
I was doing it a bit with Ebe going the first tube, but Mars Glow is just too big. I kept crashing because he's so wide and so tall.
Yep. Skipping the first tube on Ben Mars is just so much easier. It's like, it's faster if you're like Bullseye Navarre, but if you're going with fast pod, yeah, it's easier, it's faster, lets you get more boost out.
Oh, there you go. I made the correct decision then in that case. That's good.
Yep.
Yeah, goodness knows that it is much more difficult to do a lot of those tubes with Mars, because Mars is such a huge pod.
Yeah. It's not too bad, I think, when you sort of memorize the rocks, but
Yes.
yeah, it's it definitely that they can give you a random death every now and then, which is very annoying.
Yeah, that is certainly the way to do it, is to memorize that pattern through the rocks. Also, I just realized you got a personal best on Sebulba's Legacy, Cook.
Oh, there you go. It's not very impressive. There you go.
It'll get better.
Yep.
Yeah, well. Yeah, the some of those random deaths as well are coming in and out of those tunnels and the gravity tubes, and yeah, I was having to learn to tilt to try to prevent some random deaths there. I think that was working for me.
Yeah, the executioner, when you're coming out of that tunnel, if you don't do it just right, it will just kill you.
That was actually one of my deaths in the Executioner 2 because I hit the tilt button to do the pattern I'd memorized, and the tilt just didn't come out. I'm like, no! Boom!
Yeah, it's definitely not a 100% thing. There's a bit of randomness there, which makes it interesting, I guess.
Yep.
Goodness
I
me,
am curious about the pod choice on Sebulba's Legacy. Both took Bullseye, but knowing that Mars or Bulls would have been faster, was Bullseye just a comfort pick?
Bullseye was the safe pick. It's like, yes, I've practiced Bulba's Legacy with Mars, but Bullseye is just easier and more consistent, and I had 2 minutes of practice. I said, we're going to go with a consistent pick.
It's
yeah,
fair.
for me, Bullseye was just quicker. To be honest, so I'm still on the OEM controller range. This should be the last time I'm doing it, and yeah, it's just I was finding it way too hard to use up all the heat and everything with the bigger, faster pods. So I just found Bullseye to be a lot more consistent in trying to get any boosting because it's such a tight little course.
That makes sense.
Yeah, we were talking about that as well.
Why did I pick it in the first place? But yeah.
There's only really a couple of straightaways on Sebulba's Legacy, and they're not even really straightaways.
No. Yeah, I've got I just 2 days ago got a GameCube controller to N64 controller conversion.
Oh, nice.
So I've got to solder all that together. I didn't quite have enough time, but that'll be my next little project, is trying out different controllers and getting a little bit more range. I've got a 86% range that I'm working with, so it's not great.
It'll get better. I'm sure you'll find the right setup for you.
Yeah, that'll be my project between now and round number 3.
Especially considering that you have some controller issues, that is an impressive performance to still be putting up these times.
Thank you. I've been watching a lot of Game Dracos. I think he uses the OEM controller as well, and he's very impressive with the with his older times.
Yes, one of the old guard.
Yeah. Maybe we'll try to get him out of retirement for the tournament next year. We'll see how we go.
Yeah,
It'll be fun to see.
it would be very fun to see. All right.
Yeah.
I think that's all of my questions for the interview. Fantastic match once again to both of you.
Yeah, GG Belle. Well, that was
Yeah.
a well-deserved win. Very convincing.
Thank you. So I'm 1-0, you're 0-2. Do we know who? Yeah, we'll figure out brackets next time.
Yes,
Brackets
we still have to
don't
wait for.
There's still more matches. Speaking of which, today in just over 2 hours, looks like we have Paige versus Blue. Lilac and I are also commentating that one.
So we'll be
Tomorrow.
back again in a couple hours.
Yes.
I'm
Tomorrow,
going to
about
bed,
this
so
time, is
almost
Goof
1 a.m.
Brush versus King Bing Dip. That will be an amazing one. And then on Sunday is Metallica versus Homura. And hopefully on Saturday, Magius and myself get scheduled.
And then once Metallica and Homura are finished, we will get our round 3 matchups. So stay tuned, folks. If you're free in 2 hours, Ram and I will be back to commentate that Paige versus Blue apostrophe. And may the force be with you. We'll see you in a couple hours.
Yes,
Thanks,
and
Lilac. Thanks, man.
Oh, of course, our pleasure. Fantastic race once again, and we'll see you. We'll see you next time.
See you next time.
yes, and thank you to the SpeedGaming, the racers, the commentators, and all the tournament staff that make this possible. May the force be with you.